Hey team, do you ever get those like moments in the shower where you're thinking about things and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to talk about that, or just make a quick recording of what my thoughts were so that I don't forget, but also because I want to share it with you. I went to University in Action last weekend with David Wood, you guys, and anybody that needs personal growth or any kind of breakthrough in their life really needs to go see David Wood at University in Action. You get 2.5 days of just his training, and it's just mind-blowing. But I just was thinking in the shower, like, how I need to manage my expectations for what this business, what I expect it to look like after 3.5 years, and what my expectations are of myself and my team. And, David Wood talks about the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, and that true professionals, people that are really skilled at whatever it is they do, they spend 10,000 hours on average before they become the professional in that area. So we need to manage our expectations as far as what are we expecting when we come into this business. It only costs us $29 to start. We're spending the money basically only on our food to be able to have that income, you guys, whether it's the $54 cycle or thousands every week. We only had to pay $29. And here it's like we're expecting that because we see people being millionaires in 3 years, that in 3 years we should be at least on the road to a 6-figure income. And what David Wood said was, you need to come in with the mindset of the 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years, depending on how fast you're willing to run, how much time you can commit to it, whether you're a part-timer or full-timer. In 3, 5, 7, or 10 years, yes, you will realize your financial freedom if you get to work and you work on yourself and you understand that you have to have a 10 out of 10 in all the areas of belief. And the whole reason I wanted to make this video is because before I went to UIA, even after 3.5 years in Isogenics, I still struggle with my belief in network marketing. I don't understand why. I get paid every single week through network marketing, and yet I'm struggling with my belief in that industry. And I think it's more the response and the opinions of others, not so much my belief. It's my concern with other people's opinions. So we got to check that at the door. And if your belief is not a 10 out of 10 in yourself, number one, the company, the products, the compensation plan, and then network marketing, you have to go to work on those. And when I left there, I was 10 out of 10 on everything. And so the other thing I wanted to drive home is that you guys, we've been conditioned to believe that where we are now is what we deserve. So if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you've been conditioned to believe, either by your parents or well-meaning people in your life, that that's all that you're ever worthy of, or that you're ever going to have. And so it's really uncomfortable for us to break out of that thought pattern and that mindset. And truly, this is kind of what's hard to believe, and yet also easy to believe at the same time, because it is very real, that our comfort zone is basically equal to our bank account and our current income if we're building a business. So I'm really comfortable making, a 1-star level in Isogenics. Maybe that's what I feel I'm worth, because that's where my comfort zone is, and that's where my income continues to hover. So in order to expand that income and that comfort zone, you literally have to move from the comfort zone to the uncomfortable zone, when that's reaching out to people on your list, doing launch parties, and when no one shows up, being afraid that someone's going to say no to you, learning how to handle those fears, apprehensions, and doubts, and channeling that into excitement when you feel that stress response in your body. That's just your body doing what it's doing when it thinks there's a threat, and there's really not a threat. So we have to talk ourselves through that fear. But you have to move from your comfort zone to your uncomfortable zone to have anything change in your life. The unknown zone is what's outside of the uncomfortable zone. So life's experiences cause us to shrink back into our comfort zone, right? Someone says no to you. Someone says no to you about the business. Someone says no to you about your product. And you shrink back into your comfort zone and say, oh, I don't want to feel that way again. But guess what, guys? If we keep doing that, we're going to stay stuck. And I honestly needed to do this video for myself, because I've been going round and round in my mind, like beating myself up that, there's not more momentum in my team, or that I'm not doing something right. What am I doing wrong? And it's really just my mindset. And so I'm committed to each morning doing my gratitude statements and my attraction statements of who I want to attract into my business and into my life. And I'm looking for people that have a need for the Isagenix products and income, that are ready and want to run and link arms. I want people that are self-starters, that are no excuses, that are compassionate, that are service-oriented. I want those people to come into my life. And so I've got to be putting that energy out there. And if I'm not investing in myself and growing myself, my business is not going to grow. And that's just the end of the story. You can be doing all the right things, the income producing activities, but if you are not working on yourself and growing your own self, reading books, listening to podcasts, plugging in with your mentor, being involved in the Facebook groups, and really taking in that new stuff that you need to shift your mindset, you're not going to see anything change, you guys. We have to work on ourselves. Our businesses will only grow to the extent that we grow ourselves. So I just needed a little pep talk myself and thought I would share the nuggets that I learned at UIA with David Wood. I can't plug that event enough. The next one is in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the beginning of November. I wish that I had people I was just flying on an airplane to take with me. I'm running a half marathon that weekend instead. But I've already looked at the calendar for the new year to find out when the next one is. It looks like there's one in Atlanta, Georgia in April. So don't miss UIA, you guys. I've been in the company almost 4 years and never been to a UIA, been to every other event. And it is hands down what I needed to grow me. So with that, hope you guys have a great week, and just be mindful of who you are and show up authentically as you, and work on growing yourself each and every day. And of course, give yourself love and compassion. Have a great day.